Hello everyone, it's your boy Proph Rye. I'm back with another video, another creative, epic content, people. You get me? Yeah, man, right now we're here. We're going to be talking the realness, spitting the realness. I know a lot of people are not going to like this, but at the end of the day, that's how it goes, isn't it? Sometimes when you talk the truth, people don't like it, but at the end of the day, I realise, man, who cares? You get me? We're not really looking at anyone that want to try and threaten, man, try and send hate in comments and all of them type of things there. You know why? Because we've gone past that, man. We already know the internet's fake. So if the internet's fake, why am I going to be preeing people that's going to be writing negative comments and trying to pre, man, and trying to say, oh, this guy's crazy, oh, this guy cussed Prophet Muhammad, this guy thinks he's a prophet, okay. You get me? Let me tell you something, man. You see, these days, people, I've learned something, fam. When you reply to someone, a lot of the times, people want you to reply back to them. But you see, when you give them silence and you don't reply back to them, I swear to God, that makes people more angry than ever. And you'll notice a lot of the time, that even humbles people, fam. Because people just want you to react so they can start stealing your energy, start draining your energy. You get me? But these days, when people chat shit and people talk bare rubbish and that, guess what? I don't even respond to them, fam. I don't even say anything, fam. You get me? I don't see the reason why I should give you even a little pinch of my energy, fam. And my energy is beautiful. You get me? I behave myself and stay disciplined. This energy don't sell in the shop. A lot of people have given away their energy to dark side and that. You get me? And the people are out here acting like they're on high frequency. You get me? I know high frequency people when I come into contact with them. You get me? You should know them by the fruits that they bear. You get me? So there's a lot of men out here saying that they're vibrating on a high frequency. And when you check it out, their low frequency, they actually think it's a high frequency, fam. You get me? And then they wonder why they keep picking up the same Natasha from down the road. You get me? Constantly with different body, different face. You get me? They keep being friends with the same John and Harry that come round doing the same thing, smoking weed on the block, smoking weed in houses, and listening to drill music and listening to rap music and all of these type of stuff. Let me tell you something. Sometime in life, man's got a limit to what man watch and man's got a limit to what man's listening to. You get me? Because I notice witchcraft is in everything these days. People are putting witchcraft on their music. You get me? But anyways, I'm not going to get into that because that's not the topic, people. That's not what I'm here to talk about today. But at the same time, you know how it go, man. We just got to put a closure to certain things in life. You get me? But anyways, moving on. I know a lot of people are thinking, rah, what's Proph Rye going to speak about today? Because recently, I don't know what's going on, but he's been saying some things about the Jewish community. He's been saying some things about the Christian community. He's been saying some things about the Muslim community. I saw him in a video and he's violating Prophet Muhammad hard. Let me tell you something. I am not violating Prophet Muhammad hard. I'm telling you the truth about Prophet Muhammad hard. Correction. You get me? So like I'm saying, people, man, this video is called The Truth About Ramadan. Listen, they're going to beat me, you know. They're going to beat me, you know. Hey, people are going to be tired of me. People are going to be sick of this guy, you know. They're going to say, this fucking guy again. I hate this cunt. This guy's a pussy, yo. This guy thinks he can speak better about my religion. And let me tell you something, people. People need to understand, listen, there's a difference between serving the Most High God and serving a religion and serving Prophet Muhammad. You get me? A lot of these people don't know that they're serving Prophet Muhammad. They're not serving the true and living God, fam. And it's just a realist. I talk facts. This is why people don't like me, fam. This is why a lot of my family members don't like me. Because you see, when I talk, I don't open my mouth unless I'm going to spit some fucking truth and some facts out of my mouth, fam. That's the only time I talk, fam. That's why when I preach to people sometime, I'm too real for them. We only speak one time. You get me? They're happy speaking to a next don down the road, and they're going to be speaking about, I went on a move yesterday, I went on a move last week. Yeah, what? Man got crow, man, come and go bun a spliff, man. Come and talk about football, come and talk about the footy, man. People just chat shit these days, fam. I swear to you, fam. But then again, I can't blame anyone, because people might be thinking I'm chatting shit these days. Until, guess what? They see the Most High working in their sight. You get me? So anyways, the truth about Ramadan. I want a lot of people to know that. Let me tell you something. All Muslims, my brothers and sisters, because let me tell you something. I'm a Muslim. I'm a Christian. I'm a Jew. I'm every religion, but I don't class myself as a religion. I class myself as a man of God. You get me? I'm different to a religion serving. I do not serve a religion. I serve God. You get me? You serve God and let the religion serve you. You get me? So I'm just trying to say right now, and I'm just being honest with people, all the Muslim community, I'm sorry to say, but you guys are wasting your time. Now, a lot of people are going to watch this and say, this guy's taking a piss now. And when we see him, we're going to fuck him up. But let me tell you something. Be warned. And be careful of actions and things you choose to say and do to me. You get me? Because the Most High don't play about me, people. And that's why it's good to serve the true and living God and not false Prophet Muhammad. Now listen, you got to have to understand. You lot are serving an occultism. Ramadan is an occultism, is a pagan, is a pagan. Let me tell you something. Don't think you're going to pray for 30 days, people, yeah? Fast for 30 days. And think you're going to get away with it. It's just like the people that are going to the church, that they say they go to church every Sunday, but behind closed doors, they're doing witchcraft. Behind closed doors, they're ruining people's lives. Behind closed doors, they're a fucking demon and a monster. There's a lot, bro, you shall know them by the fruits they bear. There's a lot of wolf in sheep clothing. I'm seeing wolf in sheep clothing out here saying that it's Ramadan and they're fasting. But you're a wolf in sheep clothing, you're a demon. People, we have to be real, we have to be serious out here. Now, let me tell you a quick story about my brother. I had a brother that I used to work with called Abdullah. You get me? And he was a Muslim brother. You get me? And when I told you, people, last year Ramadan, this brother was driving around with his prayer mat in the boot. You get me? And he was coming to work. And he was fasting, doing his thing on the phone. He was complaining about the shift, complaining about they're sending him more tasks. And he's getting pissed off and all of these things. But I'm thinking, bro, it's Ramadan. Ain't you meant to be a bit humble and all of these things? You get me? My mum, he was taking out his prayer mat. Outside the work facility, parking his car in the middle of the road, blocking up both entrances so no vehicle couldn't get through. Put his mat on the floor in the corner, and he laid down. He went on his knees. He was kissing the floor. And he had his ass in the air, and he was wearing a dress. He was wearing a dress, bro, with his bum in the air. Now let me tell you something, people, man. He done that for 30 days, and after 30 days, he lost his job. He lost his job. Listen, I swear to God, God strike me down with lightning. Let me tell you something. A lot of man that works in that workplace there can vouch for the things that I'm saying. I got a brother called Shaq, and he can tell you the truth. My man was doing all of that. And let me tell you something. And this is why you have to be careful with this Ramadan fasting and doing stuff that's paganism. It's only when he started fasting and bending over on the floor and say he's praying and that's when he was causing the most trouble throughout the whole year. You get me? A lot of people out here that are saying they're fasting and it is Ramadan and that's when they cause the most trouble. You know why? Because Satan's taking over these people. No offense, not to all. No offense. But you lot have to understand, when it comes to Ramadan, you lot are fasting and praying. You have to ask yourself, who are you praying to? Because these people are praying to Prophet Muhammad. You get me? They're not praying to God. Let me tell you something. God ain't telling no one. God's not telling no one to not eat and not drink for 30 days. Yeah, let me say Allah, because they're saying Allah is God. Yeah, but you have to remember that everyone out here is serving different gods and false gods and demons and idols and all of these things. You get me? So everyone, that's one thing I've noticed out here. I used to think when I heard people say, God bless you, God this and that. You better believe they're saying Satan bless you, Satan this and that. People are calling Satan God. People are calling the devil God. They like Satan and the devil and Lucifer and that. They like to be called God because they want to be like God. You get me? A lot of these people out here serving darkness, and this month seems to be a holy one for them. You get me? I keep telling people, God doesn't tell people to stand up, put one finger pointing that way, yeah, and then bend down on your knees, kiss the floor or put your head to the floor, and then put your bum in the air. We're living in a gay society right now, fam. We're living in a gay society right now, people. You just can't be putting your bum in the air anywhere. I even talked about, I even said it in the other video the other day, even in the mosque. There's a lot of men that are gay and they're hiding it, no matter what religion you are. You can't be in the mosque bending over with so much man in there, putting your ass in the air and not thinking that people are not peeping at your bum, bro, and lusting over your bum, bro. This world is crazy. There's a lot of batty man out here, fam. The man that's busting the most gun right now is gay. A lot of gangbangers out here are gay. And I'm just being honest. The truth about Ramadan, this is the truth about Ramadan, people, is an occult. It's the same way if somebody come and tell me about any Christianity and any fasting and all of these things, I'm not going to follow them. And this is why it's so easy for a lot of people to end up in hell. Because everyone seems to follow the crowd. I've seen so many people convert to Islam saying that they find peace and this and that, but they end up in jail down the line. Their life is not sorted out. Not saying that we all don't go through trials and tribulation, you get me? And at the same time, a lot of these men are saying, oh, yeah, Jesus is good and that, but yeah, he's not son of man, he's not this and that. Let me tell you something, these people are going to go to hell because everyone have to confess that Jesus Christ is king. I stand firm on what I say, fam. What I say is the truth. People are going to see. People are going to see in these last days to come. If you're not on Jesus Christ's team, you're getting eliminated out of this rascal. You think I'm joking or what? Huh? People must think I'm joking. Then you're going to see they're going to start spreading rumors now saying that the Prophet is mad. But they're not going to say that Prophet Muhammad was mad and he was gay and that he was touching kids and he was a nonce. You get me? I'm not violating Prophet Muhammad thinking that, you get me, I have a problem with him. You get me? I don't have a problem with him. Maybe God does, because there's a reason why Prophet Muhammad is in hell. Prophet Muhammad is not in heaven. He's in hell. The guy was a rebellion. He rebellioned against God. He was doing witchcraft. He was doing bare type of things, fam. I'm talking the truth. I'm just talking the truth. People are out here worshipping an occult and they don't even know it. That's the worst thing. When you're brainwashed and you don't even understand and know certain things, yeah, people think that is a joke. You get me? Now I know a lot of people are gonna bash me still. I know a lot of people. I got a lot of Muslim friends and I love them to bits. But I know because man's talking about the Ramadan and Prophet Muhammad, I know after a while they're gonna start preying me. You get me? But let me tell you something, man. I love you guys, but at the same time, I don't give a toss, man. You get me? I don't really do the friend thing like that. Especially if people ain't rocking with Christ. Because if a man ain't really rocking with Christ, you can't really trust them out here, fam. You get me? If man ain't on a journey with the true and living God, I don't even trust them out here, fam. Because let me tell you something. It's not people's flesh I'm scared of, fam. And I don't fear no one. I'm not scared of no one. It's not people's flesh, man, fear. It's the spirit behind the flesh. You get me? So when there's one bag of man celebrating a pagan holiday or a pagan fast, because that's what it is. It's a pagan fast. God didn't tell no one. Ramadan doesn't even exist, people. Who created Ramadan? Ramadan don't exist. It's the same like them pastors in the church that are giving people the fake Holy Communion and the fake bread and the fake wine. That doesn't exist. No one anointed them to do none of that. They're giving people Ribena. I said it before. I had it. I used to love to go to church on a Sunday to have the Ribena and the little crackers bread. And I felt like my day was done. The pastor prays over it. The pastor's praying bad prayer, fam. Listen, people. It's real out here, you know. You're going to see in these last days, man's going to knock down these buildings, fam. Man's going to knock down the mosques. Man's going to knock down all the churches, fam. Man's going to knock down the synagogues and that. Because people need to learn to serve only one God, the true and living God. When you're following God's orders and all of these things, you're under strong discipline, fam. Or God's going to punish you, fam. I've noticed I'm living a different life to everyone. I'm serving a different God to everyone. Everyone's out here saying that they're serving this, they believe in this, God is guiding. I've heard people telling me that, God directs them and God talks to them, God does this to them. But if you see the shit that these people are doing, fam, you wouldn't even believe my man's even got a sacrifice lined up. He's brethren. You get me? So one thing I'm saying, you can't really listen to people like that when they talk out here. You can't even listen to people that say they're going to church and they want to teach you things. People are out here looking for their next sacrifice. People are out here looking for their lottery ticket. People are out here looking for blessings from Satan. Satan's the one that's blessing a lot of people out here, fam. Now, the other day I was talking to a man about, he was asking me a couple of questions and certain things and telling me that I got a gift and all of these things. I said, well done, thank you. But this is what I'm trying to say. These people will tell you got a gift and all these things. Oh, why you not making money from it? And you tell them, man, listen, more times not even all about money, fam. You get me? But man's going to be making money from it. But the money, you see, it'll go to good use. It'll be building back up the earth. It'll be helping out the homeless people, fam. I was homeless twice. None of these people that are rich and have money are going around helping the homeless people, fam. The mosques and that are not going around helping the homeless people, fam. The churches and that are not going around helping the homeless people. I'm not talking about going to these homeless people and dropping them a little meal deal. I'm talking about rehousing these people. Teaching them about God, teaching them about Christ, teaching them the real thing, helping them to get back on their feet, helping them to start praying often, fam. A lot of people out here going around saying that they're doing God's work, and they're not doing no God's work. They're better off going to do jerk. No joke, people. You get me? Ramadan is a myth. I know they're not gonna like this, but it's the truth. Ramadan is no good. It's false. Now, I know a lot of them are going to come after me, but come after me at your own risk. I do no harm. I've got free will to talk whatever I want. I can say whatever I want. It's freedom of speech. You can't go around telling people that this person is mad. It's freedom of speech. You'll be cursed. That's blasphemy. You can't blaspheme against me like that. Oh my days. Can you imagine going around telling people and trying to get somebody sectioned because they're talking their mind and they're talking their truth? That's not how life works. You can't do things like that. I'll be the one that's sectioning them. You get me? I'll be the one that's sectioning them. When God slapped them with that curse, fam, you'll know what time it is, fam. You'll know what time it is, fam. You get me? This is not Prophet Muhammad. This is Prophet Rye. People need to understand. This is true living. You get me? I didn't do witchcraft to become prophet. You get me? Man's doing a will. You get me? There's a difference between doing a will and there's a difference between being a self-proclaimed prophet. You get me? At the end of the day, I didn't get up and say, yeah, I'm going to come and start talking about this and these and all these things. You get me? These are the rules and regulations and the truth that the Most High wants to be put out into the world, fam, before he comes and wrath this place. The earth is going to be wrathed. You get me? There's bare man out here, bare woman out here that's from the Marina Kingdom talking about they're doing Ramadan and that. Fam, the eyes is the window to the soul. Man knows what a lot of these people are on that are acting like they're holy out here, fam. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. You get me? 30 days of fasting, no eating, like a madman from night to night. And no drinking water and die from stuff. Do you know what's happening inside your system, fam, when you're not feeding those fucking demons, bro? They're eating out your liver and they're eating out your... They start feeding off your body, people. I used to think intermittent fasting was good. I used to bang it out. Not knowing I had bare legions inside of me. Thanks to God, it's disappearing. You get me? And I man's not eating, man's not drinking throughout the whole day. Man's doing 24-hour fast. Man end up in hospital one time, fam. No, you don't take this thing for joke, brother. You get me? Listen, I love my Muslim fellows and the Muslim community, fam. Like I said, I was once Muslim for a month and I couldn't keep up with it. And I went back to Christian. And then now I'm none. Well, I am. I'm a Muslim, I'm a Jew, I'm a Christian. You get me? But I'm a man of God. I don't really... Religion is not my thing. I believe my home is my temple. Nobody comes to my home. This is my place of worship. My body is temple number one because God dwells inside the body. You get me? You put on the full armor of God. You get me? And God dwells inside your body. You can't be a disgusting vessel and think God is going to use your body or live inside of you or dwell inside of you, fam. It doesn't work like that. You get me? All of these people need to understand the truth, fam. You lot are heading astray. You lot are teaching people also to head astray. And I can see a lot of Muslims are heading to hell on a one-way ticket because they seem to think that Prophet Muhammad is the last prophet. And look what he's doing now. He's got a lot of people bending over 5 times a day. You get me? That's not how man prays, fam. That's not how man prays. God should tell a man when to pray. You get me? God should tell a man when to fast. You get me? When you're serving the true and living God, everything is done on God's watch and not on man's watch. You get me? But at the same time, people, it is what it is. Sometimes you teach people and you tell people these things and they start laughing and saying, this guy's crazy. This guy's mad. Why should we listen to him? It's fine. Don't listen, because I'm not to save everyone. But the ones that do listen and take on what I say are the ones that will meet the true and living God and know the true and living God for themselves. You get me? At the end of the day, it's only a small amount of people that are making it in through the heaven gates. You get me? So if a man's going to bury off himself, that's his business. But you have to remember one thing. When a man's made up his mind and he planned to bury off himself and he knows that he's heading straight to hell, he's looking to bring down a ton load of people with him. Man, them are looking for company in hell. You get me? Man knows he's going to hell. He's trying to bring bare people with him. And you have to understand that, fam. It's not about your flesh, brother. It's about the soul. You get me? It's about your spirit. The flesh means nothing. And people need to understand them things there, fam. It's no joke out here, people. We need to stop celebrating pagan holidays. And we need to stop celebrating pagan worships, fam. It's simple as that. The same way how I'm talking about the Ramadan and the Muslim community, what they worship and all of that, it's the same way how I knock on the Christianity, fam. Because they're all linked. You get me? A lot of these people are Freemasons and that, fam. And you see them turn up acting like they're priests and pastors and that, fam. Listen, man's fully woke out here. Man knows the game. You get me? They need to stand down, fam. You get me? These buildings need to be knocked down, fam. I used to knock down these buildings, you boy. You get me? And people need to understand, your body is the building. When Jesus was telling everyone, when Jesus was telling them, knock down this building and within 3 days it will rise again. People thought that Jesus was talking about the temple, cuz. People thought that was talking about the temple. Not knowing that Jesus was talking about when they kill him within 3 days, he will rise again, his body, because his body is the temple. Your body is the temple, fam. When you know the true and living God for yourself, it's hard for you to make a mistake. There's no way you're going to be bending over on the floor, putting your head down towards Satan's kingdom, kissing Satan's kingdom, and putting your ass in the air for Satan to give man the doggy style. That's not how it works. With all this LGBT thing going on, people, you can't just be putting your ass in the air anywhere, fam. You get me? I'm not even trying to be a comedian. I'm not trying to be funny, but the truth is the truth. You get me? Like I said, I love my Muslim brothers. I love my Muslim sisters. I get along well with Muslims more than Jews and Christians, fam. You get me? And I think my Muslim brothers are one of the best, even though I don't do favoritism. You get me? But at the end of the day, I talk the truth. You get me? The truth is the truth, and I stand on my truth. I don't care if people want to try and harm me. I don't care if people want to blaspheme against me. I don't care if people want to try and attack me when they see me. But you have to understand and know what you're doing, especially if you've got legions of demons on you. Because these days, I'm going to start to make people's demons dance. You get me? I'm going to show them the real power of Christ. I'm going to show them the real power of my God. You get me? So tempt not, please. Simple as that. And I'm going to leave this video here, man. Stay blessed, my people. Love.